And one thing led to another. After flirting back and forth, she ended up sending me a photo of her cherries.
Hey, that's my boy! Guys, if you're looking for the professor of Riz, you go to this guy. This is a grade 8 tutorial on how to get a girl's cherries in your Snapchat inbox.
Real quick, just real quick. How old are you? She looks up at me as if I was crazy and said, I'm 14. Why?
Wait a minute. Oh, hell no. All right, people, what's up? The TikToker that got famous for smashing women got caught in 4K. Now, audience, if you haven't seen the previous episode where I made a video on this TikToker named Bubba, I certainly recommend you watch the first episode after you watch this video here. Because, arguably, I think this video is going to be crazier than this video by a landslide. Girl lied about her age, part 1 through part 10, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this guy became EDP, or supposedly.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to an insane story. So today's story, like I said, takes place back in grade 12. Now, in grade 12, I remember there was a lot of grade 9s entering my high school. And grade 9s are usually around, what, the age of 14, 15?
Oh, shit. You got the fresh batch of fresh meat in high school. Oh, you're cooked. Listen, audience, when you're in senior year and you're in a really big high school, you really have to pay attention who you're talking to in the dating world in high school. Because nowadays, audience, you can't even fucking tell what a girl's age is anymore. Some of these motherfuckers look like they're 19 when they're actually fucking 2 years old. It's kind of fucking sick and it freaks me out sometimes. My advice to the seniors in high school, you better ID each and every last girl you come in contact with. You ain't trying to end up like this guy, ladies and gentlemen.
And as a grade 12, I thought it was disgusting going for that age group of women.
Yeah, well, explain this shit.
She ended up sending me a photo of her cherries.
Yeah, it was fucking disgusting until you saw her fucking cherries.
But one thing in my high school is that, I won't lie to you, it's really hard to determine whose age is actually what. Because, let's be real here, guys, we're in 2023. Women that are like literally 12 look like they're 19.
If there is anything in this video where he is spitting complete and utter facts, it is right here. As I said before, audience, you can't fucking tell how old she is anymore. I don't know what the fuck they've been feeding these girls in their food, but they better feed me their fucking ID in a second. I'm not trying to be like Drake on some P. Diddy shit.
As scary as it is, you never know what age is what, and it really freaks me out. And 80% of the time, when I go out to like a party or a club or anything, I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes I feel like I need my own ID scanner to make sure they're actually of age, or I'm gonna be in jail.
Well, from the looks of it, Bubba, you're kind of explaining a story that's gonna land you in fucking jail. I don't want my boy Bubba to go to jail. I mean, look at him. He's got a nice crib. He's got the YouTube plaques on the wall. It would be a shame if this guy went to jail, but it would be pretty funny though.
Like literally any day now, the cops could come into my door and be like, FBI, open up! And I would die physically and mentally, and also in jail. I don't want to go to jail.
To me, it seems like you got an alibi that might be a little bit true. I mean, if you're really that paranoid, Bubba, then what have you done throughout your life? I mean, from looking at your channel, I imagine your body count is above 100. That's if all these stories are real. So, I imagine you may have had a few ups along the way. I just sincerely hope you didn't go through with it. Nobody wants to be like Eat That Badussy 445.
Anyways, I remember my grade 12 year. I remember we were going to our new classes, and a lot of the grade 12s were talking about all the new grade 9s and the new Sades that were in there.
What kind of fucking school was this? Was this Epstein Island class of 2020? At my school, whenever the new grade 9s came in, there was maybe like 1 or 2 seniors that was like, ooh, baby. And of course, those only classmates that I had were fucking exiled from every friend group. I don't know what kind of fucking school you were at, but that is crazy.
I don't like using the word shoddy, but if you guys are from like, you know, any sort of slang land, then you would understand what I'm talking about.
What the fuck are you talking about? You literally look like somebody that's in Gen Z. Bro is really trying to push that he has unk status on us. Get the fuck out of here.
But for me, I was really uninterested. I found it totally disgusting, like I said earlier, and I remember I kind of just avoided all the conversations that had to do with, well, little girls.
Yeah, good idea. At least you thought it was a good idea until apparently you came in contact with one of them, and then she sent you her cherries, and I hope the fucking Jesus Christ you didn't do the devil's tango. Because at that point, ladies and gentlemen, I would have to make an FBI report.
Because, like I said, I'm not a freak, bro. Like, I understand I like Minecraft and I play Minecraft, but I'm not a freak.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. I don't know, Bubba. It's pretty concerning how good you are at Minecraft parkour. You must have spent a lot of hours behind the screen in Minecraft, if you get what I mean. All right, bro. I'm gonna stop.
Anyways, going on from there, I remember basically one time in my science lab, I remember going in there and I ended up sitting down on a desk. And then afterwards, when class actually started, the teacher came in front of the classroom and said, Okay, class, so today we have a new student. She just came here, and she is going to be joining us for our new science class. Now, I didn't know who this was because she came a week late apparently to school, but when she came into the classroom, she looked like any ordinary grade 12.
Oh my god, bro, this man got fucking clickbaited. I feel so bad now.
Should probably mention this was like a science lab 12 class, so only grade 12s could take this class. Now, before I continue on with the story, I just want to say, cops, FBI, or anyone that has to do with catching pedos, I just want to say I was in high school, and, like, just hear the story out before you guys send cops coming down my door, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, nah, bro. I don't think high school is gonna be saving you from this. Because, bro, I'm sure there's a lot of dudes that are in jail right now that wish that they can use high school as a shield. High school's not gonna protect you from the feds, bro. All that matters is if you're 18 years old, you're fucking cooked. Chris Hansen's gonna be spanking your ass in no time.
Anyways, I remember I found her pretty attractive, and I thought, hey, like, maybe I should go, like, you know, talk to her and kind of, like, see what's up. So I ended up walking up to her, and I ended up basically saying, hey, like, how you doing? Like, I think you look pretty good.
What the fuck is this Riz? Listen, bro, if you're gonna cold approach a girl in school, the first thing you say should not be, oh, hey, what's up? I think you look really good. Bro, you're fucking weird.
She looks over at me really oddly, and she's like, thanks. I appreciate it. Now, clearly, she was really awkward when it came to conversation, and I'm not gonna lie, she kind of handled it prematurely. Which, at the time, I wasn't really registering that, but let's just say she acted really odd around me.
And that is the proper response any girl should be giving right now. Hey, I think you look really good, really attractive, blah, 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 blah. I would be looking around being like, okay, where's the fucking camera? I feel like I'm about to be on TikTok public interviews or some shit. I would be weirded out too.
And I remember to save myself, I kind of just ended up like basically saying like, hey, like if you need any help with like the homework or anything, I could help you with that. When I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea 80% of the time what happened in that science class, but you know what? As long as it got me out of the situation, I didn't care.
Nah, bro, you already said the little girl looked good. You're fucked. The second that this girl posts about you on her Snap story, you're fucking done for.
Anyways, after that weird interaction, I remember I sat back at my desk and my friend ended up coming up behind me saying, yo, bro, you interested in her or what? I remember I looked over at him like, what do you mean? And he said, well, bro, like, I don't know, you made fun of us for going for girls. And that's when I told him, bro, you guys go for grade 9s, bro. I'm not going for a grade 9.
I love how you just casually exchange conversation with your senior friends that love freshmen. I don't know, Bubba, not exactly the type of friends you want to have. Because listen to me, if your friends' school motto is, if she's old enough to pee, then she's old enough for me, I think you need to walk away. Personal opinion.
That's when I went back to work. And I remember he ended up rolling his eyes at me and we both went back to work. Now, I remember at this point, I really did not know what to do or say. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of couldn't take my eyes off this girl.
Not a good look, Bubba. Not a good fucking look. I have never seen a video where a man is so casually just incriminating himself.
Yeah, I was looking at this girl and I couldn't keep my eyes off her.
I'm 14.
Officer, please stop! Yep, you're fucking done.
She was really beautiful and honestly, like she had this like really nice like young look to her.
Oh my god, there is no way you just said that.
Now, before anyone says anything, yes, I know what I'm explaining sounds really creepy and weird.
Yeah, it's fucking creepy and weird. If you're out here saying she looks good, she looks nice and young, what the fuck do you expect any of us to be thinking right now? You're fucking weird.
Wait, just keep listening to the story.
Oh, believe me, buddy, we're fucking listening. We're listening all the way to the fucking end.
Anyways, I remember in that class, we ended up getting a science project where we had to group up with people. And since I was the only person that interacted with this girl on her first day of our science class, she actually ended up coming up to me saying, hey, like, can you maybe be my partner for this? I don't really know anyone in the class.
Bro's about to be like,
oh my god, she asked me to get onto a group project with her. Here's my fucking chance.
admit it, bro, you're gonna whip out your fucking 14-year-old Riz. All right, bro, I'm going a little too far. This story is fake, ladies and gentlemen, okay? At least I hope so.
And me and her became partners for that science lab. Now, me, since I'm a hopeless romantic, I kind of saw this in a flirty way.
Of course you fucking did.
And in a more, you know, romantic way of how, like, you know, she's approaching me and I'm like her knight in shining armor.
Did this motherfucker just say knight in shining armor? This dude has watched Shrek way too many times, bro. Listen, Brody, you're nothing more than a greasy senior in high school. That's it. If you really want to go for the girl that can't even develop dark hair follicles down there, then go ahead. But I'll have you know, Brody, you are no knight in shining armor.
Gonna help her with some like science lab stuff. I shouldn't be doing that hand gesture, but going on.
Yeah, nah, I don't know what the fuck you were doing earlier. I hope you weren't trying to illustrate something you did later in the video.
I remember from there, I ended up basically getting her number and her Snapchat, and then one thing led to another. Me and her, we ended up basically communicating throughout the day. Anyways, I remember after school came around, and I basically ended up going to the parking lot and jumping into my car, and one of my friends needed a ride, so I ended up driving him home. And on the way home, I remember I ended up telling him about this girl and how, like, you know, she's really hot, really pretty.
Oh no. Every second that passes by, I'm sitting here cringing about how bad this guy is incriminating himself. Bro, you could even lie to the camera and say you guys were talking about the girl, and that was it. You don't need to talk about how she's hot and sexy and young. You can make this video a lot easier on yourself, Bubba.
And I ended up saying her name. When I said her name, I remember my friend looked at me saying, wait, bro, you're actually interested in her? That's kind of weird, bro. I ended up asking him why, and he's like, well, I don't know, like, you just met her, and like, on top of that, like, dude, she's new to the school. Yeah, I know she's a newbie. Like, that's nothing the problem with it. I'm just saying, like, she's a hot girl in my grade 12 science class.
Okay, what Bubba is explaining is kind of valid. As far as we know right now, audience, he had no idea that she was X amount of years old and she was in the senior science class. But if your friend is calling you weird for liking that girl, I think you might want to ask him why. Because if that guy would have told you that sliver of information, he probably would have saved you from Chris Hansen busting down your fucking door.
He ended up kind of shrugging it off, but he ended up failing to mention the one thing, and that one thing could have led me to jail.
No, it was gonna prevent you from going to jail. Listen, if I knew a homie only likes to date older girls and then he told me he likes this girl, and then I happen to know the information that she's not actually 18 plus, I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, she's not 18, bro. She's a little bit younger. I think before you dive more into this territory, I think it's time for you to get the fuck out. You see, that's a real homie. Whatever Baba's friend was doing right here, that's not a real fucking friend. Bro's trying to land this motherfucker in a cell.
I remember after I dropped him off, I ended up going home and I ended up hopping on my Xbox and just playing video games for that night. Obviously, I had schoolwork to do, but let's be real here. I really did not care about school in my grade 12 year, which was really not a good idea because, well, if I actually focused in school, I probably could have been a lawyer, a judge, or, you know, something more important than being a YouTuber.
Yeah, maybe if you became a lawyer, you would know how bad you're fucking up right now. I'm telling you, Brody, if you call Morgan & Morgan and show them this video, they're gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I'm not taking your case.
But you guys make this job worth it, so please like and subscribe so I can keep doing this and not wanting to absolutely hang myself. I can't say that. Sorry, my bad. Keep going.
I guarantee you weren't talking to anybody. If this story is actually true, I know this motherfucker is living alone. If this guy has a fucking roommate, but bro, are you hearing this? Are you not hearing what this man has been saying for the past like 5 minutes? Personally, audience, if I hear one of my homies explaining this story, I'm moving the fuck out immediately.
Anyways, going on. I remember as I was playing Xbox, I ended up getting a Snapchat from this girl, the girl from my science lab. And as I was talking to her, I remember I ended up basically saying how, like, you know, she was really attractive today at school. And one thing led to another. After flirting back and forth, she ended up sending me a photo of her cherries.
There it is, audience. There's Bubba's same-day Amazon shipping to a fucking prison. Why did you say it, bro? Like honestly, why the fuck would you say that right now? With this title, and then you saying this is not a good look. The only motherfucker that's gonna save you right now was O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Now, I thought this was good at first. I thought it was like, okay, cool. This girl, like, you know, she's 10 out of 10. She ended up telling me to come over.
Don't do it, bro. You're walking right into a fucking sting operation. Bro's about to walk into this girl's bedroom and you're about to see fucking Skeeter Jean and shit. You're fucked, Bubba.
Now, at this point, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was like 9:30 at night. Apparently, she had no one home, and I thought, you know what? This might be a great opportunity to, you know, do the two false tango.
Do you want me to read the charges or do you want the judge, Bubba? Yeah, no, the only thing I have to charge this guy with is 10 counts of the worst fucking decision in the world.
I remember I ended up basically getting my things, getting ready, and I ended up driving to her place. And as I was walking around, I remember I ended up seeing a photo on the wall of her middle school graduation. I saw that she looked exactly, and I mean exactly the same as a grade 8. At this point, I remember I looked at it and I'm like kind of like shaking. I really got scared because I'm like, wait a second, how old is this girl?
Yeah, something you definitely should have figured out fucking ages ago. Get it, Bubba? Get it? Her fucking ages ago? Okay. It's kind of too late now, bro. You're kind of like in this girl's crib. So, basically, you're fucked. You're cooked. Chris Hansen is coming around at any point in time.
And then afterwards, I remember one thing led to another. I ended up going into her bedroom, and once I saw a bunch of Squishmallows, that's when I knew this girl was probably not of age. I remember she ended up pushing me on the bed, and she wanted to, you know, grab my eggplant, and that's when I'm like, whoa, real quick, just real quick. How old are you? She looks up at me as if I was crazy and said, I'm 14. Why?
Oh my god. Officer, I found him! Put your hands on motherfucker! Yeah, Bubba, you definitely play too much Minecraft. I knew since the fucking beginning, since you were so good at parkour. Anyways, audience, as he's going to jail, I need all of you to subscribe. Let's get to 5 mil.